Welcome to the Three River Valley series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 30th of August 1986. In this part, what I want to do is three things. The first thing we're going to be looking at is prioritized power connections and putting down our first external power supply to a Soviet country. The second thing is I want to monitor our crop production in the sense that we're now getting our first harvest from fertilized fields. And then in the last part, what I want to do is start looking into setting up the logistics support for the new waste and vehicle maintenance mechanic. But before that, as usual, a big thank you for your comments and feedback. You guys give me a lot to think about. And probably the biggest thing I want to show you is that we've now got these back operational, producing crops. They're not going as fast as I was hoping. One thing I do have here is it says building without drinking water. And the reason for that is that these are connected by direct pipes so that the flasks don't fill. So maybe at a later date we might put in a supplementary water supply, because this one's working okay. You can see here, but it's got no actual pipe connection at the moment. I think that pipe connection is still being built here. So we've got the pump to here, but I think this one is still in the process of construction, but it's not particularly high priority. Now, the other thing I want to show you is a bit of a conundrum, really. If I come here and turn on loyalty, I don't know if you guys can see the numbers. I'll zoom in quick. You see the loyalty down here is down to 42%, 45%, 50%, 42%. If I come up across the city, you can see it rises a little bit, but the loyalty in this whole city has dropped quite dramatically. And I think the reason for that is that I was driving the research very hard from this area. And I think what's happened is that we had got students waiting for professors. And I think what's happened is because these didn't get a university education, they didn't get that little bit of an extra boost with their loyalty from these professors here. So that's probably something that you need to bear in mind if you're doing the research, as just don't overload it. I know I was trying to push it through hard, and what I'm hoping is that this will be able to sort itself out. And to support the process, I've actually put in a monument, because of course I had to wait for the research for monuments now, and I've now unlocked that. In fact, I'm kind of thinking I might be able to get another one in. I'm a bit worried. I don't really want to fill in all the gaps here, because we've got to shoehorn in maintenance. Actually, I think the one I was using is this one. Is it? No, this is 2.8. 2.2. What is this one here? This is the one that's got a shield. This is 2.8 over 145 meters. So if I put in another little monument in here, maybe we're big, but I think if we can just squeeze it on, maybe we can. Be nice to get it in there. Actually, don't really want the road connection. That flash green. I can't get anything in here. Maybe a Lenin statue. It's over 90 meters. I mean, I could use these speakers, but I don't really want to clutter that up. Oh no, maybe we can get you in here. Actually, there's a slightly smaller one here, 2.2. Maybe we can just squeeze you on this corner here. I'll just let the game pick that up. So that's something that you do need to be aware of. And we've now completed some more research. That's the research I was waiting for, which is our external power connector. So if we come in here, just to show you the tech tree, what I've been doing is, you can see we've finished all the medical. I'm kind of debating about testing this birth rate, but at the moment we've already got too many people, and I've got no new buildings being put in. You can see here we've now unlocked that, so we've only really got the ends here. We need to push this out to be able to make vehicle construction. In fact, I think we're Go for belt production. No, belt production's not. Let me just see. I think we've done everything down here. What we got here? Favorite parking members, aircraft. What we got here? Don't really want that. Okay, so let me just see. Favored parking. Expected research duration 1200. Promote our stay in our Soviet Republic. Okay, let's just. Actually, we've got a foreign pipeline connection here. I just want to do this just to check out what we got now. I think we'll do the Soviet one. I just want to take a look at the building actually, just to see what it's going to look like. And we're just going to come over here. And what I want to do now is something I prepared a very long time ago. If you follow the series, you'll be aware that when I put this link in, I was talking about the new connectors, priority connectors. This is this one out here. Where is it? Power connectors. No, I think it's this one. It's this one here. Because what you'll see is if you see these are bi-directional, but the actual priority one is unidirectional. So you've got to consider the direction that you want it to run in. And when I put this line in, I said that. Now, just to show you, if I got this power station here, and if I bring, which is that one over there, that's the Black Country power station. If I show you this one, you can, and I let the game run, I let it run fast. You can see that this one is 7.9. This one's 2120. And what I've also done is I've put in a new power station up here, because one concern I have got is whether if I start putting all these new buildings in, whether we're going to have enough power. So I put this large geothermal power plant in up here. So what I want is the power on this line to run in the direction of this area here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to come here. I'm going to remove you. Don't want to go across the river. That might be enough space actually. And what we're going to do is put in high voltage priority switch. If I do that, I'm just going to flip it the right way. And we're just going to put you about there. And of course, the other thing I was also waiting for was the 18 megawatt power cables, because I wasn't able to build them to actually put this in. And we'll just come here. Oh, well, we got road off there. Pick that up. We'll put these guys on that. And I want this to be a priority job because I'd like to get this finished before the end of the video so that we can fiddle about with it. We'll just put this up on priority, high priority. Where these can't be connected, but what we can do is bring in the air crews. We get this done. So we've now got that running there. Now the next thing I want to try it in is the specific context, which is up here, because a very long time ago I ran power cables out to here because I was going to send the power cables down here to mine more coal in that area. But what I want to do now is we're going to put another one of these in. Where are you? And I want it that way around again, because what I want to see is whether I can control exports with this controller by having lower priority. So there, that's 5 for that. Get our road construction crew down, and then we're going to put in a connection there. Now this one, I've got a lot of things to build up in the other part of the map, so I think what we'll do is we'll just put the, whoops, Put the ordinary guys on this one. We can't build that. We can't build that. That's okay. And over time, we'll build this connector. And we're going to export the power. Now, if I let the game run again and we come back over this way, I just want to show you another weakness in the power grid. If we come here, wattage, let the game run, what you'll see is this power station is working a little overpowered. See, and that's the reason why I wanted to put this line in. It's even more overpowered now because it's actually drawing power from there. Also, you'll see that this power line here is a little bit over the top. So what we're going to do is come up here and we're going to put in a foreign power connector on the border. Can I flip that? Yes, I can. Good. And we're going to put you on the border there. And again, we're going to put in one of these new super duper thingies. This time we're going to put it back there. Now, the problem I got is, just turn off that now. Can't remember where my power lines are. 15 megawatts. Right, we've got a power line there, which we can feed into, but I think I would prefer, we got that power line there, we could come through here. So we're going to put in a highway switch here. And there. Oh, we got a bit of a slope here. Guess what I'm saying, no excavator. Okay, if we do it in, one thing you can do, if you do it in little incrementals, you can do that. And I think what's the line we're using? We're going to use 13 megawatt lines into here. This is just a supplementary backup. And we got to get to there from here. Yeah. Oh, wow. Nice. Just we get that it should connect. It all went. Okay, so we got power line through to there, to there, to there, and then what we're gonna have to do is run a power line across to there. Yeah, we're gonna have to kind of go out on a grand scale here. Yeah. We're gonna come to there. Okay, and what we're gonna do now is just let this build again. I'm not going to prioritize it, simply because I don't want to do too much here, but I want to get this built in, and that will be a test of importing the power from there. So that's everything set up for the power supply. Now the next I want to show you is the harvest up here. Let me just see if we come into here. We're now on the 5th of September. Just put this on again. And first thing I want to do is see, we've got crops piling up in this field here. Now what I have done in this farm is I brought in extra trucks because my normal ratio is, well, I think the ratio is still the same over here. Where's it? Where's the farm? There it is. So my normal ratio is to have a number, virtually the same number of covered holes as I've got harvesters. But I've got extra trucks in here doing stuff now because we need to do, because if this is getting ahead of itself, because you can see the fertility is 26.6. The fertility seems to drop as you part of the harvesting process, which is exactly what we had last time when I first set these fields up. So it's almost like when you're harvesting, the fertility drops right down. Let's just take a look here. This is 123%. Any fields that are finished. This is down to 42%. This is, wow, 10.5. I do wonder where having the crops in here. So it looks very much like when you have a growing cycle now, as the field's finished, the fertility drops down. But this one's 150%. But then again, it's got high nutrient levels on it. So maybe it does relate to the nutrient levels. You need to keep the nutrient levels full. See, this one's 55%. This is going to take a lot. And of course, the other problem I think I'm going to be encountering, and this is one of the reasons why I want to monitor this, is actual storage. Because when you're going to have to calculate, you're going to have to calculate the extra percentage. That one's okay. This one's okay, but this one's filling up. And what I have done is we got this train. What's going on here? These trains blocking each other. Oh. Yeah, these two were blocking each other here. That's a potential problem, but we've got to have this slip track in here in order to be able to do things, to be able to bring new trains into this area. We might need some new trains, in fact, but we've only got 6 wagons at the moment. We're going to need more trains and wagons into there. Just go look at our farm down this end. What's the fertility here? Yeah, these have got more crops in here. And this guy, what's it? Yeah, he's a tractor. So he's actually increasing the fertility while this field's being collected. So if you've got spare tractors, and if you've got, wonder what he's actually. See, the trouble is I can't tell. Well, he's got no fertilizer, so he must be using chemicals. Oh wow, it's going to take some there. Anyway, we've got some more research. Okay. Thank you, game. Go back up there. We've now got an external oil pipeline. Right, what are we going to research now? Right, I've got a power grid. Don't understand that. Oh. Gotta try this then, guys. It looks like the external power connections, and what if it would be the same for a pipeline, are a one-shot deal. Right, we're going to try that. I'm going to just want to see where can we put a bit on the border. I mean, I only researched the pipeline, so we can take a look at it. Well, we can just shove it here. Got here, foreign pipeline connection. just put that down. And it's got an in and out contact. Let's just come there. Research. Yeah, it's a one-shot deal, guys. And that's interesting because what if you want the OPEC deal, you're gonna have to research this, not build a pipeline, and then actually get the OPEC deal. Very, very interesting. And what we got here? What is this? Doesn't tell me because I've got this open. Right, let's just have a look through. I'm not. Let's see. Favorite parking, air traffic. There's negotiate air traffic rules. Possible helicopter. Right, I think we're going to go with that for the moment. Actually, just curiosity. If I remove this, I'm going to find out. If we delete that, do we get the research back? No. Top tip there. If you're planning a pipeline, be very careful where you put it and don't change your mind. Right, what was I going to do? Sorry about that, but I think that was quite an interesting discovery. The fact that external power and pipe connections are a one-shot deal. So every time you want to use one, you're going to have to research it. Right, I think here what we'll do is we'll flip to fertility. That's 108. Wow. It's 159 fertility there. This is down to 44%. This one's 56%. That's 160. I wonder if someone's been topping this up, because you can see this has got 76% fertility. So I think keeping very high fertility in this area is going to be quite a challenge, actually. That's 74%. Now, the big problem we got here is actually storage, but we're doing okay. The problem also is going to be whether we're going to be able to gather all these crops in time. So I think once we get to about December, we're going to have to come back and check to see if there's any crops left in the field, and if necessary, we may have to get another distribution office and possibly more storage. I suppose ideally what I should have done is put a silo off the back of this thing, because we've got wasted spaces here now. Oh well, you live and learn. Right, so farming's going okay. We're doing it to see whether our super duper high priority guys have... No, they're still working on this area here. Right, so the next thing I want to do is talk about logistics, because I've just been thinking that, like, say you've got this area here in High Valley. What you've got to do now is because what you don't want is your repair trucks or maintenance trucks going halfway across the map to get resources. So I've got this now set up, and I've already set up gravel, asphalt, concrete, but what I'm thinking is if we click there, but I want to put you there. So what we're going to have is maintenance here is going to pick up from here. And what I want to do now is I've got a distribution office in here somewhere. I was looking at it just before I started. And where is it? This high view gravel. I think it's these guys. No. I think this is a construction office. Who are you? No, not you. Oh, no, it's not this. Oh, what we got here? I think this is the one I was looking at. This is electronics drop. Black country, steel out, brick thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to add you to here. We're probably going to need to replace these trucks as well, because I think they're vintage. And what I want here is steel, boards, prefabs, and bricks. This here, plastic waste. Okay, so we got waste. It's interesting that that waste is showing up in here. Does that mean that trucks, open holes, can carry plastic waste? Let's have a look at our trucks here. 70 kilometers an hour. 70. 61. I think we're going to get rid of a lot of you. All vehicles. Right, we've got 6 spaces. I think what we'll do is what we got in the way of dollars. I want some open holes. This one only carries wood. This carries everything. Oh yeah, look at that. It says here, open hole carries plastic waste. Okay, I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3 of those. And what you're going to do is you're going to deliver there. We're going to start fairly conservative. And right, we got 27 tons of boards, 66 tons of bricks. We don't need 66 tons of bricks. We'll get you down to there. 33 tons, 23 tons of steel. So what we're going to have is start with that. And oops, and what we want here. And I want a couple of cupboard holes. This is what we got in the way of Western cupboard holes, just for the fun of it. No cupboard holes. Okay, I don't care. Cupboard hole. Okay, we'll get rid of those. Now the question is, where are we going to get? Well, the mech components we can pick up from here. And now we need mech components, and I suppose we're going to have to bite the bullet and actually import the I'm not going to do the import yet till we got the cupboard holes in there. So what that means is that this maintenance shed here, and eventually the vehicle maintenance guys, can draw their resources from here. I think generally this area is reasonably okay, because we got bricks, we got steel, we got prefabs in this area, we've got boards over there, and mechanical components. And the only other 2 things we need is electronics and electronic components. So there's not much we can do about that one. And I think what I would like to do here is put in an open store here. I think we only need a little one, don't we? We don't need anything massive. Well, if I do, I can just learn the lesson and put that there. Put a cargo. Station. Building on fire. Somewhere there. And that means that this it's waste collection. Where's the here's the maintenance guy. So the idea is we're bringing all the necessary stuff into here. We don't have a warehouse, but what we do have is a warehouse over here. Because the other thing we're going to need is fabric, isn't it? Okay. I've just, well, at the moment we're bringing in food from here because fabric's needed to repair vehicles. Here we got 11 tons of, let me just, I think it's this one that's delivering the fabric. Where is it? Oh, I've got fabric here. It's got more research. Where are you picking up the clothes from? Okay, you need to pick up fabric from here. Let me just see. This is the. I'm gonna rename you. Dark Valley. Cloth fabric. You can bring fabric in there. We've got research to do. What was? I missed some research. So we've now got. Where is it? Well, we can't. Why is that white helicopter? Is that actually medical research? So we can check that out. Okay. We got fire helicopters. Running campaign promote the stay in our republic. I think maybe we're doing a little bit of tourist advertisements. So I want to go up here because I missed that with the medical helicopters. Let me just check. Oh, because of course it wouldn't have been available because I've only just unlocked it. So what we can do is research that. It shouldn't take long. I'm just gonna check because at the moment I think the only two technical universities I'm using is this one, and he's now run out. Pollution filter installation. After the first prototype is done, the installation filters for the industry can be begun. Begin. Well, 15% less than pollution. Oh, this tick's been confusing me. Yeah, we certainly want to research that. Because I thought pollution was already working, but I don't think I've built all the pollution monitors yet. So, yeah, and this is the belt production that's still going through. Okay. Just have a look at my. That's under control. How's this one? This one's filling up way too quickly. Let's have a look at the crop coverage here. Well, we've got 50 tons there, 50 tons there. 53 tons there. 50 tons, so we've still got quite a lot of stuff scattered around, but we've got space in here at the moment. We just need the covered holes to shift it. Wow. Okay, we got that bit done. Right, what was I doing? Oh yeah, we're just going to flip back to see if that connection's been finished. Right, how far off are we? Oops, no. We just need the workers, so right. Back to what I was thinking about. So we've now got the logistics for there. Here, I think the logistics would be okay because we've got the stuff that we're already bringing in for the what we call it, the rail construction office here, and we can bring in. We've already got electro components, so the only thing we're going to need to bring in here is electronic and electronics. So the only thing we're going to need to bring up here is mechanical components. So So this office here, if it's going to provide maintenance, has got there. So I think in some ways this is no longer a question mark. You are definitely in the frame for maintenance. The other thing I've also done is I want to check the unemployment in this area. See, we got this is the pollution monitor. Get you on that. Get you building that. You've got buses, haven't you? No, you haven't. Now that brings in the next question I've been thinking about is, if for maintenance, how big a bus would you need? Because you're not building a massive building, but you still need it. So let's just have a look at buses. Yeah, we got this 32-seater, which is 85 kilometers an hour. Oops, what happened there? So the question is, do we use minibuses or the other buses? In fact, let's just have a look at dollars. We buy it. Used to be quite a neat little minibus here. Now it's 95 passengers. So, right, what we're going to do is we're going to buy, I think the 32 seaters would be quite good. So we're going to buy, now we don't have a lot of slots here, but maybe two. Actually, no. Well, we'll put two in. If we're not necessary, I can move it there. Now, the one thing is where are we going to pick up the workers? That's a good question. So we'd have to turn the workers on to this bus stop here. And then small distribution office there. I've got no idea why I built that. Yeah, we'll get the minibuses out of here anyway. We've got the distribution, but we may need a bus stop for the workforce. But we've got can't see any unemployment in this area, which means that we got a possible problem with respect to employment. Can I get, I know it's kind of trying to shoehorn things in, but if I could get another block like that in here, let me just see. Residential, actually it's just see if we can get 43 workers, 75. Let's just see if we can get something residential. Where are you? What I'm looking for is a block. I don't really want 377 in it. That would be too much. 200, too big. 150. We could just get in 52. Tucked in this corner here. So if I put in all the services, trouble is half wanting to keep that space for waste collection. Well, we got a block there, but the question's going to be is whether they could get to the food source. Okay, we're going to put you out here, and we got to put another shop in. We'll just have to put another shop in. That's no good. Okay, remove. Do it again. Was it? That is the more important connection. So if we put you there, and Because of course one of the problems with maintenance is going to be is that the demand here will be not constant. So if we got something, we get that built, that will get more workers into here, and then maybe I'll have to add more workers over time. I'm just going to get back over here. Oh, there are days when... Right, we've now built this. So we got an input connection, which I presume is this side. Okay, I'm kind of tempted to leave that on low at the moment. Let's have a look at the flow of power now. See, this is now dropped a little bit. And if we leave that, Dom, we'll put you over there. And power station. That's the heating plant, not the power station. The power station. Yeah, so those are more balanced now. So instead, because I think what was happening is that this line was drawing power into this area. And what we've got now is that the power is flowing the other way, which is what I wanted, because that would mean that there, and it looks a bit like we've now warmed up this power line as well. So we may have to put, oh, okay. We've got research again. Let me just see. Okay, the medical guy is finished. I don't know why I clicked on it because we don't need it. Just want to check to see the medical research is finished. Does that mean this is finished? Let's just turn off that. You can see nearly finished. Campaigning. So we've now got that finished. How are we doing up here? Right, we're just building through here with these lines. And that's probably our, what we call it, finished. So just skip back to here. Got fire helicopters, international air traffic rules. Negotiate with the world authorities about. Does that mean that technically at the moment, even if we built aircraft, we couldn't actually send them that way? There's advanced hotel standards. Does that mean we got restrictions on hotels? Yes, we do. And that actually includes the... That's only 700 days. That's 900 days. I think we're in a position now where I think we're going to do the fire helicopters first. Like that. Right. Oh. So we've kind of half sorted out the logistics there. So what we got to do now is just come up to here. We're on the 8th of October. Right, I'm just going to check the fertility again. Apologies for being a little bit obsessional, but I'm just curious. See, that's 150. That's... Well, even I can't read that one. That's 61%. That's 43%. Do we have any... We got chemical fertilizer, but not the ordinary fertilizer. I think the ordinary fertilizer could be... This is only 12%. This one's 14%, and it's still got crops in. I wonder whether if you've got crops laying in the field, it affects the... This guy's doing harvest. He's got 95%. 61, 145%. This one's only 21% and it's got 17 tons of crops in it. This one's 23%. Right, how are we doing over here? This one's only 10%. It's got nothing in it. Ooh. You've got it's almost like the chemical. You need the ordinary fertilizer. That's 13%. That's 25%. That's 145. That's 24%. That's 20%. That's 10%. And we're still emptying the field. So it looks like the extra crops don't actually slow down the harvesters. I'm assuming that the harvesters just harvest still at the normal rate and they do it as a percentage of the field. I mean, truthfully, what we're going to need to do is do some testing. But what we're going to end up doing is filling up. So we're staying ahead with that one. This one's looking good. We've got crops in there. I don't seem to have as many crops as I was expecting. Got nearly 2,000 tons of crops in there, but of course we've got leakage to here. Yeah, this one's full. This one's nearly, well, 2/3 full. Okay. Yeah, you can see that these trucks are parking up now. Wow. I definitely think these farms make a big difference now. In fact, if they can unload that number of trucks almost immediately with multiple bays, that is going to make a very big difference. Okay, we've got more research. The old solution, which I'm using up over, well, we've got to go in this direction anyway, so I'm guessing that, well, we've now got fire helicopters. Oh, these guys are powering through. Don't really want to do those external connections. International air traffic. I think we'll do hotels next. Give us options there. Yep. Let me just look up and see how well. Where am I? I've got myself lost on my own map again. Going the wrong way. Yeah. How are we doing here? I'm gonna push that up. See if we can get these done by the end of the video. Right. These just need people, and that can get built up. Okay, you've got more research. I think this is the one that we were doing up here. This is the, oops, this one here. Right, what we're doing at the moment is we're pushing road vehicle production, airports, nuclear power. This is the, I'm kind of half tempted to go for road vehicle production, because returning to the logistics theme is that what we can do is, I was always talking about having road vehicle production up here, and we could actually then weave that into our logistics. I just want to check this as well. Yeah, okay. We've got, but then again, we've got a logistics center here. Actually, yeah, true, because we've got this here. In fact, we got a better logistics center for maintenance over here, haven't we? In fact, we got a perfect one here, because we've got this warehouse here, which has got mechanical components in. This has got steel and bricks, and we're not using everything. So this can be the logistics center for the maintenance buildings here. So that will work. I just want to see. Well, I think I need to get that built as well. Okay. Right, what I want to do now is I just want to check my trains as well. So these guys are down to 3. So the route area I want to check, keep an eye on, is this way. Right. You're working on that track. Yeah, we got 2 out this way, which is good. And then I want you're working into there. And part of me would like to get this connection done. You can see we've got this connection here. In fact, I think one of it were like that connection. Now, if you're interested in the other route, let me just see. Get back to here. What are you guys doing? You're now building that bridge. We're getting very close to get the connection through, but we do need to electrify this. And what are you doing? I think these guys are probably on part-time working. Yep. The reason for that is that I was trying to electrify this line through. Certainly want that built, electrified. Check that. Yeah, that needs to be electrified in. That will allow us to get the trains in. This needs to be finished. Put you there. And the other thing I need is this back curve here. And then we want that done. And then going on here. Okay. Was that side there is on there. I think we'll get the electrification going that way as well. How's that train getting past all this lot to get out there? Don't understand that. Well. Oh, got more research just finished. Got that research done. Site, airports, nuclear faculty. I think we're just keep them going, just to keep them busy. And as I was about to say, I am running out of time on this video, so what we're going to do is just see if we can do the it's going there, but we don't have that much in the way of workforce here. The problem for that, the reason for that is that they got a long way to come to actually get there. This guy, we could get some miracles into here and consolidate this. What have you got on the pipeline at the moment? Nothing. Okay. I think I'd just like to leave you as the actually we'll rename you High Valley road route. That. I mean they do the fairly basic stuff. Excavator, a couple of rollers, a couple of pavers, and they're actually supported by these guys, which I think are antiques now. Yeah, I think you're kind of set up. I think I'll come back to that. Yeah. How you doing? They are getting there very slowly. Just have a quick once over here. Okay. Quite strangely, the fertility looks pretty good in this area. Probably because there's not so many large fields. Just see what the crop coverage is. We've still got quite a lot of crops left in the field. 83. Yeah, something tells me we've got a storage problem here, which we're going to need to fix. Let's just have a look here. Yeah, we got overproduction now. I'm very tempted. I think for this season, we're just going to have to let this run through. I think what I'm going to actually no. I'm going to remove you. And then I know we're going to lose production from one point of view, but 8,000, 7,000, it's 8,000. 3,200. Yeah, I think I'm going to put no. Let me just think about this. There's 3,800 for that little bit of road there. I think we're going to go for 5,600. And we're going to put you there. And we're going to have to up the roads to give the actually we'll put you there. Okay, so that's a new project that we're going to need to build. 5, 2, get through that. You can build that, and then what we can do through the winter is actually it might pay to bring these guys online now. Let me just look. We can't build you just at the moment, but we can let you guys have the assist. Yeah. We get a couple of. Right, we need dumpers. No, we got gravel. I don't think we need dumpers. What I will do is get a couple of those in. And then that means that we can get that in there. What else would we need? We will need. Oops. Nope. We want a covered hole, probably only one of them. Open holes, we always want open holes. 2 open holes. Now I don't know whether the oops, I just bought an extra one by mistake. Well, we can always use that somewhere else. Well, oh, the dumpers are a bit thin. Two dumpers. That going. Then I'll balance these in. question is actually does building maintenance need concrete? Actually, I'm just gonna put concrete in for completeness. Where is it? Concrete mixer. Just put one concrete mixer in for the moment. So we'll just get the miracles in there. A couple of these. Okay, this one's not actually wired in, so bit of a mistake there, just mainly because I couldn't get you there. I don't think I'm going to get this finished for this part, so we'll be taking a look at this in the next part. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode, hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.